Hello.
Hello, and welcome back to Chill Haven Travel.
In this video, we continue our exploration of the Cape regions and we're off to Namakwaland. The ideal time to visit Namakwaland is sort of between the mid-August to mid-September, depending on the rainfall, depending on the weather. When it really starts warming up after winter is when the flowers bloom, and the flowers attract thousands of visitors every year, local and international. We continue our journey from Cedarburg into Namakwaland.
From Cape Town, it would be 450 kilometers.
About 20 kilometers past Haris, in a reserve, is the Agama tented camp. Like many tented camps in Namakwaland during this time, they are purpose-built and just temporarily there.
Two great things about Agama. So first of all, you go off-road, and this road leads you towards Agama camp into a valley. And in this valley you have everything flowering, from bushes and trees to the wildflowers and succulents itself.
Just 300 kilometers, almost 4 hours later, about 3.5 hours, we've arrived in Namakwaland.
It's pretty, so it's not full flowery right now, but there are so many different types of, and it's really cool.
It's not in full bloom, but there's a lot of flowers.
There's a lot around already, so awesome. We just came in and got our little tent and settled in. So
a little bit windy and a little bit cool.
So it's really warm in the sun, but really cool
in
the shade and the wind. Yeah, right. But so we'll settle in, have a look around. See you later.
Ciao for now.
Ciao.
Tschüss. Good morning, one and all. That was our first night in a very cold environment, but it was lovely and warm in the tent. Interesting, it's gonna freeze. It's definitely close to zero, I'm telling you. Look at this Marco Polo's we have one.
Winter stuff from Europe, but it's worth it sitting outside here in early morning hours. And we just took a couple of clothes and a cup of coffee, our illy coffee, and then watching the scenery, sun rising, and
listening to the birds, and the birds are amazing.
There's a communal tent, and you meet a lot of people for all the meals like breakfast and dinner. And these guys, they share all the tips around where to go and where to find the best flowers. Where are the top places to see the flowers in Namakwaland? So starting in the north, next to Springbok, the Goegap Nature Reserve. If you go further down to the south, around Kamiskroon and Skilpad, beautiful. And the whole area around Haris. And also it's important to mention the Groen Rivier route. Exactly. So
Actually, Groen Rivier.
Groen Rivier, the entire road to the Namakwaland National Park. And then there are little spots scattered around like Newwoodsville and Mikey'sfontein and many more.
We are heading today off to Goegap, which is close to Springbok. It's about 130 kilometers from where we were. While there are top spots to visit in Namakwaland, the flowers are actually everywhere. Doesn't matter where you go, doesn't matter where you drive, hundreds and hundreds of kilometers, there's always loads of flowers present. Between the bushes, high up on the mountains, they everywhere.
The Goegap Nature Reserve is actually 15 kilometers southeast of Springbok, and it's an area of 15,000 hectares of land. It's really desert land, and it's awesome with all the flowers in the sand and in the graphite mountains. So the Goegap Nature Reserve has a lot of roads which you can drive along, and also 3 4x4 routes where we took one of. And you can spend hours there. You can also have an overnight stay there.
So interestingly, when we checked in to the nature reserve, I was asked if I have a 4x4 and whether I do the 4x4 route, and I thought, oops, didn't think about that. And we spontaneously decided we're going to do 4x4, something I haven't done for a long time, so we're a little bit nervous. Deflated the tires. We're going to hit our first 4x4 track in a long time. Let's get to it. Here we go, babies. Now we're rocking, babies. Diff lock, 4 low, going up the mountain. Fucking slow, very freaking slow. On the wheel, she's going zoom, 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 zoom.
Out there we are, and it's the Goegap Nature Reserve where we are at right now, and it's a beautiful sunny day. Actually, it's hot, and we did our first 4x4 round here, and look in the back, all these beautiful flowers. It's all colors you can imagine, and so the nature reserve is actually next to Springbok, about 100 kilometers south of the frontier to Namibia. And so yeah, we had a little bit of a drive, but it's so worth it. And so we're enjoying really here Namakwaland and the flower season, and it's stunning. So yeah, we both really like it. And yeah, we made it with a car, so it was a bumpy road.
After a lovely day, we returned back to our base at Agama, 130 odd kilometers, and it's quite a lovely route. Although it was sort of a national road, it really veered through mountainous areas, and it's interesting the structures and the formations of these mountains. Sometimes they look like rocks and sometimes they look like stony mountains. So, after another night of good sleep and waking up to the beautiful sounds of the birds, we explored a bit of Agama, a little nature reserve they have there, and the many flowers in amongst the bushes. And we were heading off to the Namakwa Namakwa National Park, and we were going to stay at the Namakwa Flower Beach Camp, which was how far away, Penny? 200 kilometers? Approximately, yeah. Our route to the Namakwa National Park took us through Garis or Gary's along the Groen Rivier. And it's really at the southern end of the park is where we would be staying for a couple of nights.
So more or less directly behind the entrance area of the Namakwaland National Park is where you find the Namakwa beach tented camp, and this is where we stayed for 2 days and 3 nights. So here we are, Namakwaland National Park on the coast, and this is our beautiful home for the next 2 days, 2 nights, 3 days. It's beautiful. It's a tent directly on the beach, and all what you need is a bed. We love it. Usually we have single beds and we always have to move them together. And you see the room is already filling up with our camera equipment and the clothes. And here we go to the bathroom. And that's our shower. Will be filled up twice a day with 20 liters of warm water. Capture that, it's so cool. I think it's not. Oh. That's pretty great. And that's where he goes. So, and for everybody who's doing camping, I think it's no news. Of course, you have water, which we don't have here. We just have bottled water to wash our hands, and this is why we have the shower. And then we have a compost toilet, and a little table for bits and pieces. That's it. And yeah, would you need more? Nope. I think the most precious thing is the view outside. Sitting on this terrace, awesome. Awesome area, so 15 tents directly on the beach, and we were lucky because we had the last one on the row and could directly head off down to the beach and had this really awesome views. You are there to explore the area, to see the flowers, but also to experience that really unique landscape. And you can go up north on a very, very sandy road, and we come to that a bit later, for about 43 kilometers to and through the sand dunes and the Bitter Rivier sand dunes. That one. And then even further up, a little bit away from the coast again, and to the mountain areas, up to Skilpad Flower Camp.
So sunsets was amazing. Dinners were interesting. We and breakfast. It was like a communal breakfast and dinner area that was included in the rates. So we met some very interesting people. We were heading off into explore the national park. We wanted to get to the flower route and perhaps further on to the seal colonies and a cave. So once again we deflated the tires, we got in the car and confidently headed out into the national park. Now this place has got a lot of sand. It's got really thick sand, and we were already told at the gate we were scared. They scared the hell out of us that the rescue fees are quite high, so and people tend to get stuck. And there we have it. It happened. We got stuck in the frickin' sand.
Okay, so not what we wanted, so went down on the... Yeah, we expected. So somewhere in the sand spots there was a little bit of a misleading sign, so we took obviously the wrong route, or so we got stuck in the sand and making use of our 4x4 equipment now. So yeah, all right, so luckily we are not too far away from the other side of the road, so I think we are going backwards and make it out there. So yeah, see you later, guys. Yeah, looks good. Oh, next one. Go slow, we just have to go through this, I think, step by step. And put it underneath and put it underneath and again.
They eventually got out. Wonderful couple stopped to assist us. Daniel and Shamay.
Just before the big sand dune, there is a circular road leading you through a very flowery terrain, and that was actually our goal for this day, to go there. But meeting Daniel and Shamay, we had a little bit of change of plans. They wanted to head to the seal colony and further up to the cave and the Spurk River estuary.
But you should mention, that means we have to get through the dunes, and we are now super nervous about sand. So reluctantly we decided, let's go check out the seals.
How's it going? How do you feel with your tires?
So fine.
Okay.
Yeah, I think this is some nice racing spot.
Yeah, I hope we have more of them so I can get up. The seal colony. I was immediately transferred back to Antarctica. 3,000 plus seals in this little spot. I was so smelly and it was so dirty around. Still a really great experience because they are not just around and yeah, you can come pretty close. They are also surfing in the waves, which was really nice to watch.
So that was Namakwaland, really a fantastic experience, definitely worthwhile. In the next video we're heading off to the Western Cape, or the West Coast in the Western Cape. Some amazing little towns along the route, and the flowers continue as well.
And as usual, for more information, have a look at our website. You know, we are writing an extensive blog in parallel to our videos.
And connect to us through social media. Cheers!
Bye bye!